Hi, so I'm Lily, and we're here today to talk about geology and how it impacts society, as well as how it has helped progress humanity throughout the ages. So, one thing that I think is really interesting are the plates of the Earth. Um, it's it's amazing to me that there are continents on top of plates. I just can't imagine how big they are. Um, like, I can't imagine how big the universe is, and it's something that this theoretical thing is something that really interests me, and just thinking about how many other universes there are out there uh, is pretty fascinating. Um, just to kind of think about how small we are as humans, and in a way insignificant, but we have to keep our Earth safe. So everything that anyone does is significant. Um, so I think one way that geology really impacts society are natural disasters, particularly earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. It's it can send a whole country, a whole region into total disarray, and I think that's pretty apparent. Whenever an earthquake happens, it's it brings people together, as well as it's a horrible thing that happens, but it happens because of the earth and it's shifting and moving. I think another way it impacts society is the terrain in which people live in. Um, Depending on if they're in the mountains or the oceans or the plains, it affects clothing and language and medicine even, um, and so much more. Personality, a dialect, personality is definitely a big one. Um, I lived in Colorado for a couple months this summer, and I was a totally different person out there in the mountains than I am here in the flat plains of Kansas. Um, and that's it's really interesting to me how something so innate about us can change just based on where we are. And that's all because of the world and how it moves, and there's just so much that we don't know about. I think about and watch video. I've watched a video about how deep the ocean is, and it's so hard for me to fathom that there is so much more underneath that ocean. It's just crazy to me. Um, but I think one way that geological insight has helped progress humanity is not only it's I think it's really important that we know that when the earth shakes, it's an earthquake, because think about how terrible that would be for people to be going through that and not even know what's going on. Um, I think that's really important. I also think that the separation of the continents is in a way progress, but also it creates a huge divide between people. It's you know inadvertently, the bigger continents, people on them think that they are better, and the smaller continents sometimes get labeled as the unimportant ones, for whatever reason. But there have been some really great things that have come out of having different continents because of the movement of the plates. We have boats and stuff to travel across the ocean because there is an ocean, and that necessitates a way of travel. So yeah, those are my 5 minutes about geology. Okay, bye.